Maybe despite all your intellectual research and reading, what you really need in your spiritual journey is to read a children's book. Then Alan Watts has just written the book that you need, The Fish Who Found the Sea. Alan Watts was a writer and lecturer who exposed many Eastern philosophical concepts to the Western public. Born in 1915 in England, he died in California, in 1973. During his lifetime, between 1932 and 1973, Alan Watts published 35 works in about 40 years. The first work written by Alan Watts was the booklet, An Outline of Zen, which he wrote at the age of 17. His first book, The Spirit of Zen, appeared in its first edition in 1936, when Alan Watts was only 21 years old. 37 years later, in 1973, Watts wrote his last book titled, Tao, The Watercourse Way, a work that appeared in 1975, 2 years after he died. All of Alan Watts' books were written for adults, but, in the mid-1940s, while he was an Anglican priest and father of 2 daughters, he wrote the fable The Fish Who Found the Sea. This tale was published in various periodicals and was included as an essay in Alan Watts' 1968 book, Cloud Hidden, Whereabouts Unknown. Recently, in 2020, Sound True editors had the good idea to have this parable illustrated by Kula, an award-winning graphic designer and painter, and to publish the result as Alan Watts' first ever children's book. The result is a bright, attractive book that will not only captivate children but also inspire many adults. The Fish Who Found the Sea is indeed an entertaining story that shares a key message about getting into harmony with the flow of life. In this tale, we meet a fish with a curiously familiar problem. He's gotten himself so mixed up that he spends all his time chasing himself in circles. Even if such a story may be educative for children between 4 and 8 years old, the target audience of this book, such a lesson about abandoning ourselves to the great sea, is much needed by everyone at any age. That's certainly the reason why the book is dedicated to children of all ages. The ultimate lesson of this tale is, instead of trying to get hold of our own tail, to leave it behind us, and to use it to go ahead and explore the vastness of the ocean that supports us. This book may plant a precious germ in the soul of young children, but adults who experience this kind of egocentric tale chasing are the only who can really harvest the wisdom of this simple tale. The danger with this book is that egocentric parents, who bought this book for their children, may very well keep it for themselves. But if they need to do so, and if they benefit from the book, in the long run their children will surely benefit from it too. So, if your children, or yourself, liked Walt Disney's film Looking for Nemo, they will certainly be interested to read the story of this other little fish that engages in a difficult quest, which allows him in the end not to liberate his son, but to liberate himself.